Today we're going to take a look at the Fetto Nord by Himmelstrutz. I guess you could say Fetto, I'm not sure, I'm not Swedish. But either way, it's a really cool dirt box that I got a couple weeks back, and I kind of want to give you guys a look at. Obviously, you'll see two foot switches here, one labeled Gimme and one More. The Gimme activates the Fetto side, which is controlled by the top three knobs, and the More is a boost function controlled by the lower knob here. And the cool thing about the boost is that you can route it to be either before or after the drive section, so you can add more sustain, gain, and saturation on one side, or you can add more volume on the other, like I have it set up. That's controlled internally. There are a few other cool controls inside. There are two trimmers, one for bass, where you can add or subtract sort of the level of bass. I have it rolled up just a little bit, and another trimmer in there where you can add more gain. That's set in the middle right now, which is how it comes stock. I've cranked it up and it roars. There's a lot of gain in this, but it seems to work better with my Telecaster if I leave it about where it comes stock. I'm playing my Gibson Les Paul today, just FYI, on the bridge pickup. But there's one other control on the inside, and it's a little jumper that you can remove to add more mid-range, and I've actually done that, so there's a little bit more mid-range in this. But right off the bat, there are several things I really like about this pedal. Number one is that it's got both the boost and the distortion in one, in a vertical format, which is great. Another being the tone knob. It's not your typical, add more treble knob. It actually sort of shifts the tonal focus, adding both treble and mid-range, which is very cool. And I think the most interesting thing is on some dirt boxes, when you go all the way to the left or all the way to the right, it's almost useless. So there's just this range sort of in the middle that you have to figure out where you like it best. But this actually, it doesn't have those spaces. You can crank it all the way up, and it will be brighter, obviously, and sort of more trebly. But rolling it back, it's not muddy and gross. It's just, it sounds good on both ends, which is great. And the third thing that I like about it is that it does great low gain, sort of a medium gain drive, and just ripping your face off, which is very cool. So I'll shut up and start playing a little bit. But I hopefully showed you guys in the beginning there kind of how touch sensitive it is. But I'm gonna crank it up a little bit and kind of show you guys hopefully a little bit more about that. So. Very cool. I'll actually roll the volume knob back a little bit here. So there's a look at sort of the touch sensitivity and the cleanup. I'll show you the gain range here, and then we'll come back to the tone knob. Here we go. About the boost is that if you actually set it up toward sort of a unity gain setting, it sort of actually just it doesn't add volume, but it just kind of changes the tone a little bit. Maybe just adding a little bit more compression and presence. So that's that, and then we'll kind of finish up by showing you guys the tone knob, which again I think is very cool. Also, these switches are awesome. I don't know, I've never seen a pedal with these kind of switches before, but let's see if I can show you these things. They're sort of they're not like your standard Chinese or whatever they are. They're very soft switching. They're not like you have to really hammer down on them. They're kind of cool. But anyway, so here's the tone knob, and then we'll be done because it's getting kind of long. But here's all the way to the left. All the way on one side. Here's the other. So I think that's awesome because you can get all the way down there, and it still makes sense to use it there. It's not sort of a waste of space on the tone knob. So it's getting kind of long. I want to wrap this up, but this is the Fetto Nord. You can check out the Himmelstrutz site for more info, and that's that. Hope you enjoyed the video.